Marlow Felton.
And I'm Chris Felton.
Thanks for joining us today. We're here to share with you 3 things to stop thinking about if you want to be wealthy. So if you don't want to be wealthy, then you don't just stop watching right now.
Whatever we say, ignore it.
Yeah, do. So 3 things to stop thinking about. The first one is thinking that making money is hard.
Oh.
Yeah, that was a big one. Years ago, I had a financial mentor. Actually, Chris and I had a financial mentor that I heard say making money is easy. Well, at the time, it sounded like a lot of work. And when I heard her say it, she said it with such conviction that I thought, wow, it must be true if she believes it's really easy. And so I basically just borrowed her belief that making money was easy and stopped thinking that making money was hard. And so that's, a lot of people that are wealthy, they don't believe that making money is hard.
Yeah, well, it's instead of calling them beliefs, it's just easier to call them stories. And I think we talk a lot about that. And I was in a personal development seminar with 100 dudes for 10 days. Oh my God! And there was a guy in that seminar that was a big CEO of a company. He founded his own company. He was $4 or $5 million a year earner, and we were doing this project together. And I'm like, dude, what's your story around money? He's like, oh, dude, money just comes to me like. It just flows to me. It's like not that big a deal, and making a lot of it's not that big of a deal. And I mean, it wasn't even. It was just kind of like a like the sky is blue thing for him. Mm-hmm. And then he asked me, and I had this because I borrowed it from my parents, and that's the deal is we borrow stuff, and then we never really question the belief or the story at all. We're just like, oh, it's true. And it's never even questioned. And he said, well, what was yours? And that was a huge one because that had been my family story for generations. But I was like, well, why are you here at this seminar? And he's like, oh, relationships. I'm like, so what's your deal with relationships? He's like, oh, God, people. And oh, my God, women are so... I mean, he just started going on and on and on, all these limiting beliefs and crappy stories about relationships and 3 divorces and... and he's asking me, and I was like, yeah, I've always had pretty good connection with people, and it's pretty easy and simple. And so it's just funny that, 2 different guys, 2 different sets of stories, 2 totally different sets of results. So the cool part around this is, you change that story, belief, whatever you want to call it, and then it'll change your world. I mean, yeah. We make it sound easy, but one of the stories is we're like, oh my God, it's so hard to change beliefs, and it takes forever, and that's just another limiting belief. So
if you're just joining us, I'm Marlow Felton. This is my sidekick.
I'm Maggie's dad.
This is Maggie's dad. I'm Maggie's mom.
Maggie's right over here.
Yeah, she's chewing on a bully stick.
You want to know where Maggie is?
Yeah, in case you're wondering.
She's pretty cute.
So today we're sharing with you 3 things to stop thinking about if you want to become wealthy. So if you want to become wealthy, continue watching. If you don't want to become wealthy, just stop watching right now. So the first thing we just covered is stop thinking about making money being hard. The second thing to stop thinking about is debt. Now, debt is not something that we're a fan of by any means. However, we have seen over and over again from clients that have a large amount of debt that they are so focused on their debt. And you'll hear them say, oh gosh, I've got to pay off this debt. And they'll often say things like, I'm not going to save any money until I pay off this debt. Well, that is just a warning sign. And that to us is they're never going to pay off their debt because they're way too focused and wrapped up and caught up in the debt. Now, of course, we want people to pay off debt, but you have to make that emotional shift by starting to save money even while you still have debt, still while chiseling away at the debt. But based on our experience, we have found that people that are so focused on debt will never ever pay off their debt, and they're certainly never going to become wealthy carrying around a large amount of debt.
Yeah, no, I focused on that forever because that's what my parents did. My mom was like, well, once we pay off the debt, then we'll start putting away money.
Right.
And when she passed away at 64, she'd only had, basically $10,000 to her name, and she still had debt. And so, it was either focusing on fixing problems and fixing debt or creating wealth. One just makes you feel a heck of a lot better, and money's energy. And so money's going to flow to appreciation and excitement and all that. And so when we started focusing on creating wealth, that's when the debt got and that's so contrary to what so many people hear and teach and believe, and it's what worked for us. So try it.
Yeah. So the third thing that you need to stop thinking about if you want to become wealthy is that it's someone else's fault. Playing the blame game.
But it is, isn't it?
Playing the blame game never works. And we've heard over and over again people blaming the economy, the president, like blaming their spouse. It's their spouse's fault. And that is definitely the wrong thing to focus on if you want to become wealthy. And things really changed for me personally. I'll speak for myself here, and then you can chime in, is that things changed for me when I took responsibility for the situation that I had put myself in. And when I really took responsibility for where I put myself financially, I then felt empowered because I realized that if I put myself in that situation, I took responsibility for that, I could also be the same person that could take responsibility moving forward, and that I could turn things around. So that was huge for me to make that realization and really own the mistakes that I had made and say, you know what, I did that. However, I can make different choices moving forward and create a new reality. So,
Yeah, no, I mean,
that was
taking
powerful.
100% responsibility for where you are in your life, like that's, people have heard that and they're like, oh yeah, I take 100% responsibility, and usually they don't, and I didn't for years, and that last 1% is a bitch. So
It is.
I was saying I was taking responsibility, and I was telling people I was, and I'm like, I'm a leader and I'm taking 100% responsibility, but there was still like all these little things in there, all these little mind viruses that was keeping me stuck. And so when, it actually was after you threw your purse and got pissed off at me in volcanic Marlow. Have you guys ever seen a volcano explode? That's what her face looked like too.
Yeah.
But that's when I was like, one of my quotes is, wherever I've had a money problem, I've always been there. Yeah. And wherever I've had any problem, I've always been there. I'm the common denominator to all my stuff. And so after she blew up on me and I was just sitting there, I'm like going, dude, this is all on you. This isn't your business, your economy, your ex, your blah, 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 blah. And I just got sick of having that stuff rolling around in my brain and just being a victim. Who likes it? You guys like victims?
No, it's not very much fun.
No, it's not fun. So 100% responsibility combined with not beating yourself up for where you are is the platform in which you get into this wonderful state called acceptance, so that you can actually move.
Right.
And you can't move from victim, it's theirs, their issue, whatever. So that's a big one. God, these are 3 good things.
I know.
That's really good.
That's why I wrote it.
Mango.
So if you want to read our full blog, you can go to couplesmoney.com to read the full blog of 3 things to stop thinking about if you want to become wealthy. And just to recap those 3 things, the first one is stop thinking about making money being hard. Shift the thought to making money is easy. That's one of my favorite affirmations. Making big money is easy.
But if you want to stay struggling, then say it's hard.
Then say it's hard, right? Yeah.
That's your
so
outcome.
Stop thinking about making money being hard. And the second one is stop thinking about debt. So focusing on debt is just going to perpetuate the downward spiral. And then the third thing is stop blaming other people. Take responsibility, like really take responsibility, and realize that you're in the driver's seat. It's powerful. It's a powerful, powerful concept. So those are the three things to stop thinking about if you want to become wealthy. And hopefully you do, or you already are. And then also I included in this post our Memorial Day flash sale. So happy Memorial Day.
Sale?
We do. I told Chris about this because it's his signature talk, which is amazing. We've gotten some great feedback from it. And so we have a video and audio combination. And I informed Chris on Friday that we're doing a Memorial Day flash sale. So it's over half off. And so, and so it's definitely not going to last.
You know how much time I put into that?
Yeah, I know. So it's just a flash sale. That's why it's for a very brief period of time.
Jack that price back up.
And then we're going to jack it right back up. So take advantage of it now. It's Chris's signature talk, Making the Shift. He dives deep into these concepts of making a shift in your financial life, or really any other area of your life for that matter. So you can click on the link and take advantage of that this Memorial Day weekend. So thanks for joining us, and have a fun, happy, and safe Memorial Day weekend.
Wear your seatbelts.
Yes, please. Don't drink and drive.
Have your pet spayed and neutered.
Yes, have your pet spayed and neutered.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it is. Thank you.
Have your pets spayed and neutered.